That is the clean coffee. And then after hurling, then we go back to the weighing machine again and we take the weight of that coffee to check the hurling loss. Because after the husks are removed, then it means that the weight must be a bit low. So we take the hurling loss from that parchment, and then from there we start grading the coffee. We grade the coffee using these screens, yeah, whereby the first one is number 20 for E grade, number 18 for AA, number 14 for AB, 11 for PB, and then 10 for C, and below 10 is the T grade. So these are the grades we get from grading. Starting from here, we get the first grade is E, that is the elephant grade because it's the biggest in size. Then we get AA, we get AB, then we get the PBs. They look like peas, they have the shape of the peas. Then we get the C grade, and then we have the T grade, the ungraded coffee 1, and the ungraded coffee 2. Then we have Buni heavy, and then we have Buni light. This is what we get after grading. After grading, we roast the coffee, take to the coffee roasting machine. This is the coffee roasting machine, and then you feed using this feeding tool. Feed there. And then you check whether the coffee is ready by using this tool. You check whether the coffee is ready until the coffee browns. And you may have light roast, medium roast, or dark roast, depending on the taste of the customer. Then after roasting is where you'll get the roasted coffee. This is the roasted coffee. You get the roasted coffee. And then after this, you take to the coffee grinding machine. It is here, whereby you just grind the coffee. That is how coffee is. And for cupping, you just get 11 grams. So you just take the weight here. You put 11 grams. And after you put 11 grams, you grind the coffee. This is the coffee that is from this grinding machine. Then from there, when it comes to cupping, you'll first smell the coffee in that cup. Then you'll be able to tell the smell of that coffee. Then you prepare the cup, whereby these 11 grams of coffee, you put hot water in this cup. You put hot water, boiling water, you fill the cup to the brim, and then you wait for 4 minutes for that cup, for that coffee to be ready. So you are waiting for 4 minutes. Then after 4 minutes, then you break the crust. And when you are breaking the crust, you are supposed to smell that coffee. And you are ready to tell the aroma of that coffee. So what we get from this cup, we get the aroma, the body, and the acidity. So the aroma, you get it through your nose, and then the acidity and the body, you get it through your tongue, the taste buds. So from here, you remove this crust. And use the spitting cans. And then after that, you wait for this coffee until it gets to the body temperature, so that you can now taste the coffee, so that you can get the body and the acidity of this coffee, so that you can be able to grade that coffee. So after it is the body temperature, which is okay now, you can now be able to cup the coffee. And you spit to the spitting can, and this one has a body, and the acidity, it's not that strong, so it is good coffee. And that is the end of the process.
What does it have?
So the taste from this cup, it will be determined by the how the coffee was grown, the area it was grown, and how it was processed, primary processing and secondary processing. If they undertook the good manufacturing processes and good processes, it means that this coffee will be a good, it will to make a good cup. But if it was not considered, the climate where the coffee was grown, it was not appropriate, and also the coffee plant, it did not get the enough nutrients, so it means that that coffee will not have a good taste. Tapping is done by several or a group of people. You don't have to keep on moving the cups. That's why we use this table, so that when one person cups, the other person can cup without shaking or moving the cup. So that's why we use this table, so that they can cup